So even though you asked me about working with your abs, believe it or not, a lot of it comes from the head. I'm going to show it to you. Don't crush your legs, please. So when you go to do, Gordon, so when you go to do a crunch or anything like that or sit up, notice the head. So notice right now I can't lift the head off of your body. So feel how heavy, especially right there, the head is. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
So if you're going to do a sit-up, so now without me, just showed me lifting your head. Okay? So do you feel how your abs get a little bit confused? Slow it down and do it again. There you go. See how it's actually heavy to lift up the head?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where that caused a lot of extra work doing that ab workouts. So another thing too is just that little flip at the end of flipping the head up. And this is where one of the things comes from acceleration in the body. So you should actually have a quick little flip up where the head wants to come up. And right now when you lift up your head, it goes very straight like this versus like this. So that's what I'm working on. So once I work on the head, then I'm going to put it into the abs. So not only am I activating your green eyes behind the mastoid processes here so your eyes function better, I'm working on that C1 to C3.
So are you trying to get me off my classes as well? So you don't have to pay for that?
I don't mind paying for your glasses, but yes, vision can improve with this work. There's a guy out there with no lenses in his eyes and he's got 20/20. I think that's the story. He does a whole eyes series called See Clearly. I can't remember his name. So coming underneath, and I'm just working on the lift and see how the spine takes it. I don't go by your neck, you have a spine, it's not a neck. But I'm working on that finding that spot where the head, there we go, starts coming separate from the neck, the head, and the spine. I'll just see if you can have a neck and put it in neck. I gotta admit though, for the most part, I do not refer to you as your brother. I've gotten your names right pretty well until now.
Yeah, whereas Miss Williams still lives there all the time.
Miss Williams can't even count to 10 her friends. 1, 3, what number was I on? Oh yeah, 5. But she's cute, so it doesn't matter. So now what I'm doing though is lifting the top part here and letting the head go back down. There. See, now it's just starting to roll. That's okay. It's just that little bit. Now lift your head up. Do you feel a difference?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Again, it's just that little bit there. Once you have the rotation starting to happen, that's when you see the rotation around. So it's just like taking the top part of C1 and making that you're doing the pelvic clock. So the clock's here. So I'm looking at 12 and 6, and then I'm going to 3 to 6 to 9, etc., going around to all the stations of the clock from here, off of C1.
I didn't see any C's.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, C7. Those are the vertebrae, what they call them in the neck.
You just
I know,
said I
you're-
don't have enough.
Now I'm gonna say it all the time because of the thing. So you can see the rotation here, 12 to 6, just right there, going to, see, 7 and 1.
I just love that video.
Yeah, no. Cute. That's okay, I told Dad, looking on him, saying, oh, and I never say I'm sorry when I'm working on someone and I touched wrong. I'm like, oh, sorry. But I was saying sorry to the people out that I was sort of talking to on video. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Now I'm going to come back here to see if I can work on that acceleration. So there's going to be 2 little tricks that I'm going to do. First of all, squish these things to the floor. Ooh, because he's my Gordon, I can even do this. And then I'm also going to push as it's going down. So this is him transferring his weight to the outside of the foot on the right, and this is to the left. And now with that, I'm going to come back in here and make the upper acceleration. Another way you can do it, you take his nose. Boop. I'll use sound effects for the younger kids. And since he's just a baby, I can do these things. Ooh, don't hit yourself in the face. No, no, oh.
Where'd you be?
You're gonna try to,
Oh yeah,
and
sure.
then slam you into the wall.
Sure.
So I'm literally just grabbing the top part of his nasal cavity. Ah, there we go. Ooh.
That's why I beat up my toe on Friday.
I paid him to take the dive.
Wow. Sure you did.
So now with
See?
that, just lift your head. Ooh, it's starting to feel how it's getting faster through here.
Maybe.
Do you notice a difference?
Maybe.
I'm not fixing that bolster. There we go. See how? So now this is the fun one. Dum dum dum. Gets pretty Darth Vader. Coming underneath the head. You can do it from standing too. But what I'm going to do is start lifting the head and activating the spine all the way down.
How is this Darth Vader?
Darth Vader. You're way too young, but that's where they used to have a show called, I think it was Kids in the Block. I'd squish your head, squish, squish, squish your head, I'd squish his head. They would used to sit out, like in public, and squish people's heads.
Over there.
They would put their line of sight like this, and squish them. So now I'm going into the sway of the spine sideways and bringing the head up to the side. So now just from that little bit, lift your head. Now, can you notice a difference from your right to your left when I do that? Because I didn't do the left side.
Maybe.
You look at the camera from this end, the shoulder's up here. Do it again. The left shoulder is just, oh, you stinker. You put your shoulders down. Very funny. Don't drop the head. Oh no, oh. Stop. Working on one's children can be a challenge at times. So now I'm going to do the opposite, coming all the way underneath him. Okay, stay in that position now for a half hour. Now lift your head up, see if that got any better or changed.
I felt nothing.
I've learned early on in this business, if you want a compliment, get a new job. So now what I'm doing is working on the top part of the skull. And it's sort of like taking off 2 jars of mayonnaise in the opposite direction. So I'm going, there we go, figure 8.
Yeah, if you were a video game designer, I might give you compliments, but
You know what? You're very lucky, like I said the other night, when Michael did clock you in the head, even though you, quote, beat him up, that you have a mom that can, quote, fix you, so.
Michael hit me in the head like Monday.
Oh, was it Monday?
Yeah. And then like Friday I beat him up. It was fun.
Mm-hmm. So now I'm here going below Darth Vader and just activating the spine to help lift the head up. Except for when he's tightening his abs, trying to push me away. Okay, you want to play that game? Okay, fine. So as my hand's here, now with your abs, push me away. You see, now when you try and do it, you can't. Notice how you're doing it here. Slow it down, push my hand away. Not so easy, is it? Okay? There we go, but that's your back. Try and do it with just your belly muscles or your ab muscles. Stop. Now you're just breathing in. So here, come to where your hands are, cough. 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 Okay, feel those muscles. Push my hand away. There we go. There you can do. Okay, now here, push my hand away. Now you look like a frog having a seizure. Push my hand away. Push my hand away. So that's something you need to work on.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is, because
No, it
now
isn't.
you're using your back.
It's not my back. It's my abs.
Yeah.
In my back.
Yeah. Sorry. See, the mother in me wants to really hit that spot now and say, oh, I'm sorry, did that hurt? But as a practitioner, I'm not allowed to do that, so you're very lucky right now.
Yeah.
I'll save it for sparring.
Sure. And that's why we weren't at sparring last Friday.
I was playing with your dad.
Sure.
Okay, so sit up, or lift your head up at me. So is that a lot nicer?
I felt nothing.
So now I'm going to work on your
I
jaw.
loved
Did you feel? Are you feeling the difference? Okay. Now that you have a test run on your face, now I'll come in.
What?
What? Okay, if you don't relax and let me like mess with your head, literally and figuratively, no iPad for a week.
Wait, what?
My what? I mean it.
Sure.
Yeah. Your mom just makes threats and doesn't follow through as it.
Yeah. What?
Thing is, even though this is a nice goofy lesson here, it's amazing how you still can get changes
What changes?
in your face.
I don't know.
Now feel the difference here now versus here. Take all methods of breathing away from your body.
No.
This is a perfect example of even though you think children are not paying attention to the lesson and they're playing and messing around, you still facilitate changes.
Yen.
Even if they don't tell you that they notice changes, you can see the difference.
Sure.
I'm not going to hit you. Look at you jump. Here what I'm doing is rotating the jaw into the bottom of the skull. One less present under the Christmas tree. Two less presents under the Christmas tree. So now lift your head up. Lift your head up.
Lift it up.
Can you lift your head up, please? Back down again. Does the sit up seem a little bit easier?
Maybe.
If you lose that bolster, I'm not replacing it either.
Well, I thought you were getting a blanket. I didn't think you were getting me those things.
What things? Why, you want a blanket? What? What is so funny besides you looking in the mirror every morning?
What do you mean?
Don't you like look in the mirror and just start laughing when you see yourself?
No.
No? Oh, I'm sorry. Do you cry?
No.
No?
No, that's what you do.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, that's when I realize I'm married and have 2 kids. Oh! Sure is. Let's see. Oh, one eye. So this is interesting. You have to be careful how you go into the temple, and what I am is in the cheekbone, but I'm actually twisting or torquing through the eyes right now. If you let me, this is where I'm. You don't want to like cause pressure up into the temple, so you have to be careful. Should we start playing the Thriller song? Are you like ready to come out of the grave? Ooh. You hit me again. I'm palm healing you.
Sure. Sure you are. But No face contact, remember? Ah,
Now I'm really messing with his sinuses just because he's being such a pain.
sure.
It's alive. Stop.
What? I want to bite your fingers off.
Yeah, so lift your head up. Lift your head up. Don't sit up, just lift your head up. Come back down. Can you just lift your head up, please? Let me start it. Thank you. Good. I don't have to continue karate with you, or piano, or Boy Scouts. I can save a fortune.
Yeah, no. Because then I'll just be annoying Grandma all day. I know how much you hate that.
And now you can do these more complex type things now that the head's way more available. But notice how I have my arm here and my hand behind it. And then he runs away. Can you just do it slowly now? Do you
What are you laughing at?
That's a good one.
Good what?
Whoa.
What time is it?
You're stuck here forever and ever.
Seriously, what time is it?
You're blind and you cannot see the clocks.
Where's your reading glasses?
It is 9, in Gordon time it's 9:02. In my time it's 9 o'clock.
Gordon time.
Because that's when, if I said it was 9 o'clock and you could see the clock, you'd say, well, actually, it's 9:02. Can you please lay on your side?
My arms are in front of me.
One less present under the tree.
Yeah, no. Well, as long as you're not taking away my iPod.
I don't have an iPod.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm getting one.
No, you're not.
How do you know?
Unless you're buying it.
I asked for one.
No, it wasn't on your list.
Yeah, because I asked you after I made my list.
Well, as you'll learn in law school that verbal contracts really don't stand up in court. Try not to fly
Sure.
away. Missed the water. So now from this, try and lift your head up to this side.
So I'm a 9th degree black belt now? said I'm Mr. Potter, so.
I was talking Harry, not to. So slowly lift your head up. Slowly lift your head up. You know what? The only thing is with this, you really have the direct shot to vulnerability. Try not to drop a client's head unless you really know him. Try not to squish too hard unless you really know him.
Or her.
Try not to do this really hard unless you know him. And be careful with the ears, because if you press down the ears, it could really hurt or be uncomfortable. Okay, so go on the belly if that's what you want to do so badly, please. Bring this arm out. This is what I do for the kids, the babies. Coming up underneath here. Trying to activate the spine, but unfortunately he thinks I'm tickling the heck out of him, which I did try a little bit.